Gordon raced toward Maithwaite ahead of Spencer. Spencer was out of puff. Percy's mail cars rattled and prattled behind him.
I won. I told you I would.
Before Spencer could ease his axles, the door of the express swung open. The Duke of Boxford stepped out. They were cross.
Fumbling fenders. Spencer, you have let us down. We left you in charge of our summer house, and it's not ready for our holiday. Our friend Sir Topham Hatt says you spend all day watching Thomas. And taking mail cars that aren't yours. You told me you would take them back to Percy, and you haven't.
Spencer's pride was in pieces.
They have a very old engine, a heap of scrap, in fact. I was chasing it because, in fact, Sir Topham, you should... Please, Spencer, stop. Chasing engines that are a heap of scrap? We'll have to send you back to the mainland, it's quite clear. You're not fit to work.
Please, may I help? I could work with Spencer at the summer house. I'm sure together we could have it ready in time.
The Duke were delighted.
Thank you, Thomas. That is most kind of you. Please, keep an eye on Spencer. He's clearly not feeling well.
Spencer wished steam. It was all too terrible. It was getting late as Thomas chuffed to see Hero. Hero was very sad.
You did everything you could, Thomas. But I know now. I will be sent to the smelter's yard.
No. No, you won't. I won't let that happen to you. I promise. Don't give up.
And Thomas steamed sadly away to Tidmouth. All the engines were worried about Hero, and cross with Spencer.
I'm sorry I left my mail car so close to Hero. I didn't know he was there. It looked like a very good hiding place. Don't worry, Percy. We all did our best.
What should we do now?
I'm going to tell Sir Topham Hatt. We tried to fix Hero by ourselves. It didn't work. We need his help. First of all, I'll finish the summer house with Spencer. Then Sir Topham Hatt will know that I am a really useful engine, and he will want to help me.
The other engines were quiet. They knew Thomas was right, but they were worried for Hero. He was their friend. They wanted to look after him.
While I'm busy, will you all go and visit Hero?
Of course we will, Thomas.
All the engines whistled. They were a team for Hero. For the next few days, Thomas and Spencer worked on the summer house busily. Thomas didn't let Spencer out of his sight. Thomas's friends all looked after Hero. He was never alone for long. He laughed and told stories about his homeland to Emily, Gordon, and Percy. He listened to Edward's wise words and cared that Henry had to have special coal. He admired James's shiny red coat and thought Toby was very special, the only steam tram he had ever met. The Duke and Duchess came to visit the summer house. It was almost complete. They were very pleased. Spencer beamed. He told them all about it, while Thomas puffed quietly away to see Hero. Hero was happy to see Thomas.
Hello, Thomas, my best friend.
Hello, Hero.
Thomas could see Hero was sad.
Hero, I won't let you be scrapped. Believe me, tonight I will fix everything.
Thomas chuffed back to the summer house, just in time to say goodbye to the Duke and Duchess.
Thank you, Thomas. Without you, Spencer would never have finished on time.
I have to go to Knapford now.
Why?
To see Sir Topham Hatt.
Spencer snarled.
You're going to tell Sir Topham Hatt about that silly scrap engine. I'll get there first to make sure your plan doesn't work. That engine will be sent to the smelter's yard, where he belongs.
So Spencer pumped his pistons and clickety-clacked after Thomas. Thomas heard Spencer's wheels whooshing and whirring behind him.
I'll puff hardest. I'll chuff quickest. I know I can.
Thomas and Spencer had the race of their lives. Thomas steamed over bridges and whizzed through tunnels. He slipped through junctions and raced round bends. Spencer thundered and roared, but he couldn't get in front of Thomas. At a junction, Thomas puffed ahead. Then he turned quickly onto a sidetrack. Spencer thundered on, then screeched to a stop. Spencer reversed back to the junction. He raced after Thomas along the narrow track. The rickety old track went over marshland. Thomas knew that it was the fastest way to Knapford. Thomas huffed, and Spencer puffed. Spencer was closer and closer. Then there was trouble. The track was broken, and Spencer was too heavy with a creak and a crash. The track snapped beneath him. The mighty Spencer slid into the muddy marsh. Thomas stopped. He knew what had happened, but he could do nothing.
I'm sorry, Spencer. I didn't know the track was broken. I'll go on and get help. I'll be back.
And Thomas steamed on. Thomas shoved into Knapford. He was tired and dirty. Sir Topham Hatt was having dinner with the Duke and Duchess. The station master telephoned him and asked Sir Topham Hatt to come to Knapford right away. Thomas's traction rods were trembling. His wheels wobbled. He knew he now had to tell Sir Topham Hatt everything about Hero. Sir Topham Hatt listened.
Hero is an old and important engine. I didn't want him scrapped. That's why we tried to fix him ourselves.
Sir Topham Hatt stared at Thomas. Thomas was worried. He was now sure Sir Topham Hatt would scrap Hero.
Did you say Hero?
Yes, sir.
You mean the master of the railway?
Yes, sir.
Why did you think I would scrap the master of the railway, Thomas? Why didn't you ask me?
Because I was silly, sir, and worried. So I tried to fix him alone.
You're not alone anymore. We must help Hero at once. Send him to the Sodor Steamworks. Victor will have his funnel bright and pistons pumping in no time.
Thomas was so happy he wanted to whistle and wheesh.
Thank you, sir, thank you. What about Spencer? He needs help too.
I told Spencer not to leave the summer house, and he did. So Spencer must wait his turn for help after Hero.